والحمد للأحد الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. Bismillah, today we'll be treating two brief hadiths on the signs of a hypocrite. Said Bab Alamatul Munafiq. That's what are the signs of a hypocrite. How do you know a hypocrite? Then he said حدثنا سليمان أبو الربيع حدثنا إسماعيل بن جعفر حدثنا نافع بن مالك بن أبي عامر أبو السهيل عن أبيه عن أبي هريرة عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال آية المنافق ثلاث. That the signs of an hypocrite are three. إذا كذب إذا حدث كذب. That when he speaks, he tells lies. That's what the Prophet ﷺ said. That someone will tell lie to the extent that anything he says, the malaika will just record it as a lie. There's an extent you tell lie to. That كل ما تقول يجعلك كذابا. Anything you say after that time, they will just start recording it as a lie. Be it truth or lie, they will record it as a lie. That's a level you can lie to. They will record it as a lie. And I stated yesterday in an ayah in Surah Al-Musalat, Surah Al-Mutaffifin, many ayahs that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but in Surah Al-Musalat it was mentioned repeatedly. He said, وَيْلٌ يَوْمَئِذٍ لِلْمُكَذِّبِينَ. Allah, before he even calls those that he wants to punish, he calls the day he's going to punish them. And who are those? The liars. He said, he swear on that day that he will punish those who tell lies. So lie is one act of nifaq, and we should try to avoid it. Then he said, وَإِذَا وَعَدَ أَخْلَفَ. When he promises, he fails. You have promised someone, you made the person put hope in you, then you fail the promise. That's why when you want to write your will, when you are writing will, there's also a will that someone does not deserve to inherit from you, but based on the connection you have with the person, possibly it's your cousin who has been staying with you, there's what we call wasiyah. You promise to give the person so and so. In the Quran, as to show you how important promise is, they said wasiyah awdain. That is, do you fulfill the promise first, or you pay your debt first? And when you want to share will, the first thing you do is what? You first of all pay debt. You first of all what? Pay your debt. Debt is the most important thing. But if you have wasiyah, scholars will not differentiate between. There's a big argument between if you have to fulfill the promise you promise someone first, or you what? You have to pay the debt first. But scholars will understand that you first of all pay the debt, then you pay the promise you promised someone before they will start sharing the money will. That'll show you how promise is just like debt. To show you how important, how severe a promise is. So that's why you don't promise someone until you are very sure you can fulfill it. You are very sure you can fulfill it. So that's why we don't make such promise. So anyone who promises and fails, I'll see you tomorrow. And the tomorrow comes, after another verse, next tomorrow we'll see and we'll gather there. Those type of deceive, you keep deceiving the person, you think it's just something normal. You are not able, I don't have it, mashallah. The person might get annoyed, no problem. But at least you've cleared your own side in the side of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then he said, وَإِذَا تُمِنَ خَانَ. Then when he is entrusted with someone, he betrays. Someone entrusts you with something, like with the secrets most especially. They said when مَنْ سَتَرَ مُؤْمِنًا سَتَرَ اللَّهُ سَفَاهُ اللَّهُ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ. That when you cover the secrets of a Muslim, that's someone does something bad and he tells you, then not something really bad. Someone might have committed might have told you his secrets. Possibly how he owes so and so. Then just on a very wicked day when you just have slight issues, just start telling it to other people. Only he came to tell you how he has debt so and so place, he needs your assistance. Then after you possibly give him 1/4 or 1/3 of it, you go and tell someone, I mean they help you life. I was the one who helped him. It's not that I was sitting in paying that debt. You see, you have exposed the person's secrets. There's no only when someone gives you something to hold. When you expose someone's secret like that, something you take too common, is actually one of the signs of an hypocrite. And I will still come back to what is the punishment of an hypocrite, so you know how severe it is. Then apart from being secret, one of the other things is what? Is when someone give you something to hold. I want you to help me keep this money. We know we have challenges, but if the best way, the best highest level of iman you can have is like that of Prophet Sallam. Say to someone, when he says if you should give him paper money, 1,000 notes for instance, if you give Prophet Sallam 1,000 notes, you just keep that 1,000 notes where he keeps the money. That 1,000 notes you gave to him will be the same thing he will return back to you. He does not use and give you back maybe 2,500 naira later. I'm just trying to explain how it is during time prophets. It was not paper money then. But this how trustworthy you must be. That's the way Prophet was. But there are some challenges that you must face that might make you unable to what? To give the person the exact amount, but you should make sure you fulfill it. When you're trusted with something, give back the trust. Give it back to the person. You don't spend it and say, don't use what you want to do, or stuff like that. I've spent it. Then am I the only one? Am I the only one spending money? At least you should. And this class made us understand that if you want to use something someone that trusts you with, then what take permission from the person. If you know there will be any difficulty in paying, but when you have the full assurance you can pay, then once you learn it, make sure before the specific time you can give it back to who? The person, and not for us to have. So people who does this. People who are being entrusted with something and they waste it, or they betray the trust, or when they are entrusted with secrets, they expose it. These are the three signs of what? Al-Munafiq. Then in the other hadith, I don't have to read the text, I'll just mention it. He said, وَمَنْ كَانَتْ فِيهِ خَصْلَةٌ مِنْهُنَّ كَانَتْ فِيهِ خَصْلَةٌ مِنَ النِّفَاقِ. The other hadith, before he explained the types, he said, anyone who has one quality among them, he has had one quality among hypocrites. One quality of hypocrites. Before I mention the punishment of an hypocrite, then after he mentioned when he's entrusted, he betrays. Then when he gives, when he speaks, he lies. This is another narration, but this one is Al-Bar. That first narration said it's 3. The second narration said it's 4. The both are actually authentic and correct. Then he said, "Wa idha ahada ghadar," that when he promises, he deceives. Like he promised, he deceived. Just seen as when he promised, he does not fulfill. That's the same thing. They say, "Well, that wholesome fajr." This is the added one. This is the one they added. Even Shu'ba and al-Amash also mentioned the same narration. Tabahu Shu'ba and al-Amash. Another Sahaba mentioned the same narration. He said, "Well, that ahada ghadar." That is when when they have conflict, he shout out, just provoke, start busting bottles. Allow people to know what you are. When you have just little conflict that you can amend with each other. Conflict that, let's go and meet Imam to settle this case. The matter will die down, but you want everybody to know what you are talking about. Because you know that thing can put the person in disgrace. Start shouting out. Start exposing the person. Both the things you were supposed to say and things you are supposed to say, all the things you've had in mind to mock the person, you start mocking the person. This is one sign of what? A munafiq. And as the Prophet condemned the munafiq, he said, the munafiq, how worse it is in sight of Allah? They said, "Fi darkil asfal min an-nar." You know paradise, the highest part is what? The sweetest part. The same thing, the worst part in hellfire is what? The deepest part. So before people you think were hellfire, those idol worshippers, people doing zina, people worshipping idols, people doing bad things. Before they went hellfire, they will need to start the hellfire first. Before those who worship asnam, before those who worship something else apart from Allah, they will use those who do nifaq to what? To start the hellfire. They will be the one in the deepest part of hellfire. So if you start fire in a well now, that first part, you will be those that will be there first. Before what? Those that are at the top part of the world. You know, between the top and the bottom, who will receive the higher punishment? Those are the bottom. They say, "Fi darkil asfal." And the hadith says, "Man kana fihi khaflatun." If anyone has one of the qualities of what have been mentioned, then is what? He has had one of the qualities of nifaq. So struggle to avoid all of them. Avoid all of them. They are very, very severe. So most of the sins that take us to hellfire are the sins we common look like telling lies. Telling lies. So if you try, one lie is one of the most common one. Then before you see when you betray, when you promise and you don't fulfill, or you deceive someone, and other bad attitude you perform. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgives our sin, may He forgive both the ones who know and the ones who don't know. May He take this bad attitude away from us. May He ease our first cause. I still say that one of the reasons why people commit sins are because of the hardship. We may Allah increase our iman to be able to keep steadfast, stay away from the haram, even in hardship. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is our faith and forgive us sin. وهنا أقف أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين أجمعين واستغفروه إنه غفور رحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.